power of Salt Lake Community College.
Education for you.
Good morning, good morning! Welcome to another convocation and the start of a new academic year. It is so good to be with you this morning as we all come in. I promise the hardest decision you will make for the next hour was which color X to choose. I promise. So we want to start by checking, so kind of getting warmed up here. Is there anyone attending Convocation for the first time? Okay, stand up and let's applaud. Welcome. All right, so none of you know how amazing this is. That makes me feel better. All right, so now let's do a little bit of warm up here. We're going to use these, but we'll start with this one. We're going to use these later, but just on the color didn't really matter, but I just want to check. This is a psychology experiment. So hold up your color so you can look around and just see. No, wait, just hold up the color I show you. I'm sorry. Directions, right? Okay. So this is the first color, if you've got the blue. So kind of look around and see. Okay. Are yellows? Where are yellows? Okay. You can psychoanalyze with me. Are light greens? Okay. The most popular color, purples. Okay. We have lots of Weber State transfers, apparently. Pink. Yeah. All right, good showing of pink. Red. Dark green. Okay, good, smattering there. Teal. Yeah. These are your soothing colleagues. Light blue. Okay, and last but not least, orange. Yeah. Okay, so hold those. You will use those later today. We're going to do a couple more here. So I want you to, let's have you stand up or raise your hand. Stand up or raise your hand if you had a memorable trip this summer. Memorable can be good or bad. Memorable. Okay, if that trip was in Utah, okay, somewhere else in the nation, and outside the country. All right. Stand up or raise your hand if you recently read a good book. Okay. Keep your hand up if it was nonfiction. And if it was fiction. Yeah, you're reading like me. Good. All right, and finally, raise your hand if you're excited to start a new academic year. That was forced. Thank you. So let's acknowledge who's in the room. So stand up and raise your hand. Student Affairs, where are you? Okay, that was a good bar to start. Finance and Business Administration. Okay. Institutional Research. Institutional Effectiveness. There we go. Government Relations. Okay, a little smaller. Institutional Advancement. And Provost Office, Faculty, and Academic Affairs. Good. That was good. Now, they were all present and accounted for. Let's take a moment to celebrate the reason that we are here, our students. They are the heart of Salt Lake Community College and Salt Lake Technical College. Let's hear from a few of them.
What do? I work for a company called Blue Kangaroo. We go into homes where we pack up the content after they've had a fire or a flood.
I'm Vice President. I'm a Vice President, R&D at Merit Medical.
I'm a local author, the New York Times bestselling author. I'm also a local teacher.
I'm the Associate Director of Development and Marketing at Hale Center Theater.
So I work at Cypress Credit Union today. I'm the Chief Operating Officer there. I started as a part-time teller. I started while I was going to Salt Lake Community College.
I was really exploring my generals when I was here, but I love storytelling. And so I was taking children's literature courses, I was taking filmmaking courses.
So as a student, what I enjoyed about the community college is it had the same classes I could take at the university, but they were smaller and I could get into them. And
I started taking Salt Lake community classes, concurrent enrollment, when I was 15.
So I was incarcerated for just short of 7 years. When I ended up in prison, it was my lowest point in life. I was very ashamed and broken and a lot of those negative adjectives, we'll say. I started taking classes at the Utah State Prison and worked on getting my associates.
What I would say is it opens doors, whether it's a means to get to another place or it's a stepping stone. The community college has an assortment of classes to help you go from here to the next step or even beyond.
a lot of times with a 2-year degree, even you can open your door to be a supervisor or manager. That was my first step towards management. And so without the associate's degree, I don't think I would have had the opportunity because I didn't have enough experience.
So education allows us to perfect our skills and make an impact.
I think college matters, like I was saying earlier, is it allows you to explore parts of yourself that you didn't even know existed. Especially when I was exploring my generals, I was like, I didn't know I was interested in archaeology until I took an archaeology class.
Starting going to school helped me to get my confidence back, to remind myself that I'm a strong, intelligent woman. You know, seeing my 3.98 GPA as I finish and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, that's right, or the A's on the test, or A in that class. And it's when we face our fears and challenge ourselves that growth happens.
While you're young, you don't want to have regrets later in life that you didn't do something, that you didn't complete something. You know, it's also becoming that like lifelong learner and challenging yourself and building new connections in your brain continually.
I think we're all trying to prove our value to different people and to help tell our story.
Ultimately, life is about growth and about trying to push ourselves to become better people, become more knowledgeable, more helpful. And employers and people who hire see that. They'll recognize that. There are going to be many doors that open for me. And it was certainly assisted because I went to Salt Lake Community College and I was able to grow because of those things. And so there's opportunities for people, if they'll continue to move forward, always learn, always grow.
I just see that like the community college is an opportunity where even if you're not trying to get an associate's degree, you can get training and certification and you can take the next step. You can move up. I refer a lot of people to community college, right? It just opens doors.
I'm looking for a career in a direction that I worked really hard for and put that time in for. I feel like the community college, it's broadly open to everybody. It doesn't matter your age, your race, your capabilities, your mistakes in life, right? It's open to everybody, and it is a community.
Thank you for that amazing video. My name is Rachel Marcial, and I'm the Faculty Association President and Associate Professor in Math. I'm joined here by some of my amazing colleagues. We have Faculty Senate President Gabe Byers, Staff Senate President Jonathan Sayre, and SLTECH President Rona Delphin. We're here to present a special gift to President Greg Peterson to mark your first year at this amazing institution in honor for leadership and inspiration you have offered to all of us. We'd like to gift to you a piece of art created by two students, Dina Krakova, who is studying graphic arts, and Aubrey Nadal, who is studying fine arts. They will both join us on stage to present this piece to Greg. Dina and Aubrey each designed a shoe that represents your first year at SLCC. The shoes highlight the importance of SLCC as the state's only comprehensive community college. They also celebrate the accomplishments of our students, faculty, and staff, and capture the qualities that make you stand out as our president. This gift is a thank you from all of us at SLCC, faculty, staff, and students. We thank you for your leadership and for the doors you've opened this past year.
So I may not have any other redeeming quality, but I have amazing shoes. Thank you. I am so honored and humbled. This is so cool. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being a part of this with me and making Salt Lake Community College such an impactful place for our community. So cool. We didn't think this one out. Okay. Okay, and now for something a little fun and a little nostalgic. This is where you'll use your X's. Who remembers the game show Family Feud? Okay. This morning, we bring you Family Feud, Bruin Edition. Please join me in welcoming your host, Tina Boyd, our Interim Associate Vice President for People and Workplace Culture, and our team captains, Dr. Jamie Cooper, our new Provost, and Dr. Jason Wood, our new Vice President of Salt Lake Technical College. Also give a round of applause for their teams as they come up.
That was me, trying to take them out.
Welcome, everyone. Good morning. Well, let's try that again. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Thank you for joining us today for this special Convocation edition of Family Feud. Let's make some noise for our teams. So earlier when you entered, you should have received a piece of paper with a big X on it. When the team gives a wrong answer, feel free to hold that up, just like on The Real Show. So let's quickly meet our teams. For the blue team, yay! We have Jamie Cooper, the Provost. Tashelle Wright, Associate Dean in Health Sciences. Kristen Taylor, Biology Professor. And Uzi Alvarez, Student Employee in Development Services and Business Major. All right, we can do better than that for the blue team. Let's give it up for the blue team. All right, now let's meet the gold team. Jason Wood, Vice President for Salt Lake Technical College. Martha Wilding, buyer for the Purchasing Office. Daryl Godfrey, Automotive Assistant Professor. All right. We'll start our first round. So let's welcome to the podium the Provost and Jason. So this is how this works. I'll read a question, and the first person to honk and gets the answer in the first response, your team gets a chance to choose whether to pass or play. Okay. If it's not the top answer, your opponent gets a chance to respond. And if they get a higher answer, then they get to choose the pass or play.
Tina, I'd like to buy a vowel.
Wrong game. All right, are you ready to face off? We asked 145 Bruins to name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLCC. Okay. Provost.
Slick.
And the survey says? All right, would you like to pass or play?
We will play.
Okay. Tashelle, name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
Once a Bruin, always a Bruin?
Okay. Kristen, name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
I'm tired.
All right, Uzi, we have 2 X's on the board. You can keep it going if you have a great answer. Hold on, let me answer.
I'm anxious, I'm sorry.
Name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
Home of the Bruins?
Yeah! Yeah! All right. Let's try to keep us alive, Provost. Okay. 2 X's on the board. Name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
The community's college.
Oh. Fix it. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yay, free one. Free one. No, it's you. All right, Tashelle, you can keep it going. Let's see what you got. Name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
Yeah, I know, fix it, right?
Okay, ding, we got it. All right, Kristen, keep it alive. 4 more answers on the board. You got 1 of them.
What?
I don't know if that's cheating. Are you helping?
All right. I don't know. It's what? Hire more people.
Oh. All right. Go team, you have a chance to win this.
We have 1 to steal.
You have 1 to steal. Name a common expression or catchphrase used around SLTECH.
It's not impossible. It's Salt Lake Community College.
Oh, blue team takes the win. Okay, let's bring up Tashelle and Martha. All right. You ready?
We were born ready.
Okay. We asked 145 Bruins, what are the highlights of the employee recognition event? Tashelle.
Free food. don't know who said that. yeah, we'll take it.
You might have the number one answer, Martha. What you got? Okay.
Getting to see everybody. Get together.
Okay. You want to pass or play?
Okay, we'll play.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
Dean, we asked 145 Bruins, what are the highlights of the employee recognition event? What you got?
I would say recognition is what you said?
Yes, employee recognition event. What are the highlights?
What do you think? It celebrates. I know. Oh,
Celebrate
what's our time limit?
good times. They didn't give me one. Oh, there it is. What are the highlights of the employee recognition event?
I'm going to say the awards. Years of service awards.
Okay, Martha?
The presentations. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, you got to save your team. You have 2 X's on the board. Let's see if you can save them.
I guess everyone's saying shrimp. We're going to go with that. Is that what we're saying? Oh, my goodness.
All right. All right, there for the save. What are the highlights of the employee recognition event?
Time off of work.
Okay. Martha?
Help me out here.
Martha?
I'm going to say the fun themes every year.
Oh. All right, blue team, you have a chance to steal.
All right. We're going to go with swag. Giveaways.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Well, I don't know. All right, round 3. We ready? Kristen, come on up. And Daryl.
Okay, I got you.
All right. Again, we have asked 145 Bruins, where would you study if you were a SLTECH student?
I think I'm. The library.
Wait, you have a chance.
Okay.
There's a number 1, so let's see if you can pick number 1.
Student Center.
All right. Would you like to play? You're going to play? Okay, Uzi. All right, Uzi. Where would you study if you were a SLTECH student?
The STEM Center.
Yeah! Okay, that's embarrassing that sorry, Dean. I should have got that one. Now, was it on campus? Or is it
It's just anywhere. All right. Where would you study if you were a SLTECH student?
Coffee shop.
Tashelle?
Whatever the cafeteria is called nowadays. Outside.
Okay. Kristen, are you passing?
What? Is your turn?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Alder Plaza. Hey, shrimp wasn't food, so I can say Alder Plaza.
Oh. Uzi, have to save your team.
Yo, last time they helped me out. I'm going to TB building.
Oh, no.
You set me up.
All right, the gold team has a chance to win. Question? Where would you study if you were a SLTECH student?
I'm gonna say out in your car in the parking lot waiting for class to start.
Oh, that goes to the blue team. Number 6. Okay. All right. Sudden death round. So you have to pick one person on your team to do the sudden death. You're good? No. It's no more horns. It's just sudden death. This is the sudden death round. All right.
So just say the answer, not buzz.
No. You lost. You're supposed to just stand over there. Yes. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Come on up front.
Okay.
Ready?
No.
Sudden death round.
Okay.
All right. We asked 145 Bruins. What makes working at SLTECH rewarding?
The benefits.
Is that your final answer?
Can I talk with my team or no?
You can talk with your team for 5 seconds.
Students.
4.
The
3.
students.
All right, let's give it up for the blue team. Woo-hoo. Thank you all for joining us today and cheering on our teams. Congratulations to the blue team. You have bragging rights for the rest of the academic year. Okay? We appreciate everyone's energy and enthusiasm. And now please join me in welcoming President Peterson to close out the event.
So I just want to point out that we all are grateful for the benefits of working with students. Uzi, you were almost there. Let's give a big hand to our Feud participants. Thank you. Thank you for joining that. As we jump in. So as we move into the year ahead, I want to take a few moments and reflect on my first year here at Salt Lake Community College. I can't believe it's already been a year. I felt so welcomed and supported, and it has been an honor to represent this institution as I've talked to legislators, to community leaders, to education and industry partners, and to our students. Our mission matters. I am proud to tell everyone that we are their community college and that we can help them build a better life for themselves, for their families, and for their neighborhoods. A couple of years ago, the state commissioned a report that found our system of higher education with technical colleges, community colleges, regional universities, and research universities desperately needed to invest in the community college mission. As one state representative explained to me, SLTECH serves the students who have the greatest potential to grow economically and end generational poverty, fundamentally shifting the future of Utah as a whole. SLTECH has served over 1 million students since its beginning. Providing pathways leading to transfer to our university partners or into solid careers. We're unique also as a dual mission institution, with Salt Lake Technical College being the technical college of Salt Lake County. It's really cool. Okay, so last Thursday, we highlighted the powerful impact of SLTECH at the inauguration dinner held at the South City campus. While the title of the event said it was about me, it was really about our students and our faculty and our staff. No one will remember my comments, but they won't forget the interactive crime scene investigation, or the drone flights, or the working lunch, or my dad's favorite, the Indiana Jones cameos that I will see every time I see him for the rest of my life. They will remember our students, the beautiful voices of our choir, the energy of eager students and our faculty and staff who are supporting the events at the tabling. I won't forget one of the students who was there who had created this amazing piece of art. And as I was talking to him, he shared with me it took him years to create it. And the reason why it happened was because our faculty continued to encourage him and support him along the way. It was powerful to see this room of community members who believed in us and got to see the best of us at this event. Like me, those who attended will remember that SLTECH plays a critical role in the community and that we put our students first. We've made some promises to our students, and I'm sure you've heard this before because I've said it too many times. We're committed to keeping those promises. So our vision matrix is simple and powerful: engage, complete, and thrive. Our 2025 vision matrix outlines 3 high-five goals by 2027: to engage 50,000 credit students, to increase our timely completion for certificates and degrees to 50%, and to increase the median earnings of our graduates by $5,000. These goals will require some care and feeding of our students. We need to help them see they belong and are capable of more than they currently are. We need to help them find a path and then make progress along that path until they reach the destination. Sometimes we make the mistake of believing that improving the economic prosperity of our students runs counter to helping them become whole beings. The truth is that these two outcomes are deeply intertwined, and we are responsible for both. We need welders and truck drivers and nurses who can think critically and who care about their communities. We also need English and philosophy and music majors, and I was an English major, who can provide for themselves and their families. This struck home for me when I attended my first prison education program commencement this past year. One student shared that he may never be able to apply what he learned outside of the prison's walls, but as a new person, he will apply his education every day inside them. Really. What we do really, really matters. This semester, we'll be kicking off the development of our strategic plan, which will focus on 4 components, including an external-focused strategic plan, internal-focused operational plans, and an implementation structure to reach the goals we set. At the core of this plan, though, will be the ideal student learning experience that we will ask students, faculty, and staff to help us develop, and that will ground all the other plan components. There's more coming on this. I think I have a president's forum next week or in 2 weeks, and we'll talk more about details. The ideal student learning experience will capture those moments that let us know we are upholding our promises to our students. This reminds me of a story of a mother who, with only an elementary education, saw the future of her family transform as her 3 daughters participated in PACE and then graduated from Salt Lake Community College. I also met another student who participated in our PACE program and has just 1 more semester. She'll be completing her transfer degree this semester. I met her at the Harriman campus when she was bringing her mother over to enroll in ESL classes. And she was so proud of the future of her mom. Really. When we talk about the generational impact that we have. The ideal student learning experience will capture those moments of quality learning and growth that are at the heart of our work, like the innovative ideas and solutions that come out of student research, out of participation in clubs and co-curricular activities, apprenticeships, clinicals, and other work-based learning experiences. They will remind us that when we invest in our students, our future is in good hands. The ideal student learning experience will also capture community and our ability to create a sense of belonging for each of our students, whatever experiences, identities, or backgrounds they bring. I like to tell legislators and other leaders that our job is to meet students where they are and then help them make progress from that point. And that's what makes our work so impactful and so powerful. This year, the state has given the Utah System of Higher Education, or USHE, the task of functioning more as a system to help more Utahns complete credentials and improve their lives. SLTECH is a primary connector in the system. So with Salt Lake Tech under our umbrella, our new Tech Connect program that provides a path for any technical college student across the state to earn a transfer degree. We are a bridge from the technical colleges into further education. We are also working closely with Snow College, our sister community college, to elevate the visibility of our work and gain more resources and support. And we're continuing to collaborate with our transfer partners, with UVU, with the U, and Weber State, to improve transfer pathways for more of our students. As you know, we've had a lot of legislative involvement in higher education over the past few years. That probably is an understatement. As I've arrived here, I am really proud to share that we are seen as responding well, that we are seen as an institution that can be trusted to focus on our mission and to stay committed to the success of our students. That's what makes it possible for me to represent us at the state level, because what we do matters, and we are committed to that. We've shown our students are winners on and off the field, and that betting on a Bruin is always a good bet. I hope as we begin a new academic year that you have hope, that you know your efforts matter, and that you see yourself and your students having a significant impact on our larger systems and across the state. What we sow today, we will reap very soon. I want you to think about the moment that you chose to be at Salt Lake Community College, because you had options. I'm glad that this institution convinced you to be here. Thank you for choosing to be at Salt Lake Community College. I truly believe we are a people organization, which means we are only good as our people, and our people are amazing, which is why we are amazing. I am so excited for another year. We won't be having another party next year for me. That's over. We will celebrate the college like we should. Thank you. Thank you for this amazing year. So one of the things I learned, I listened a lot my first year. One of the things I learned was, Greg, the seats in the LAC are not comfortable. Do not keep us long. I'm learning. So as we close, I want to offer a few quick notes to help you with the rest of today. So the first, if you had one of our photographers take your headshot today, please look for a link to download your picture in the September 3rd issue of SLCC Today. That's September 3rd issue of SLCC Today. Second, to help kick off the new academic year, we want to build on the theme of how SLTECH or Salt Lake Tech opens doors for students. We're going to have a door decorating contest on campus, and it's an opportunity for you and your teams to visually display your unique roles for how you open doors for students and other members of our community. There will be prizes too, and all the details will be in this week's SLCC Today, so be sure to check it out. Jason Wood, this is a chance for you to redeem yourself. Now for today, all faculty and academic staff, please stay here for the Provost meeting, which will begin immediately following the plenary. And lunch today is on us. If you're not staying for the Provost meeting, head outside and choose your favorite food truck. We have more of them this year. And there are 2 dessert trucks, so don't miss your dessert truck. Enjoy the time connecting with friends and colleagues. And I'm sorry for those staying for the Provost session. I promise there will be food. I promise. I promise. Another fun thing, our amazing staff members at the Marcosian Library have created a special library-themed escape room. This will be available today to the first 30 people who sign up. Look for the podium as you enter the library's first floor and sign up if you're interested, starting at 12:15. The escape room experience will begin at 12:30 sharp, so don't delay in getting to the library. Also, don't miss the employee extravaganza at the Student Center, hosted by People in Workplace Culture. Here you'll find resources and fun programs that make SLCC one of Utah's best places to work. Especially if you're new here at the college, be sure to check it out. And finally, we are going to close the session with a new tradition. I'd like to invite one of our alumni up to join me, Vincent Nguyen, who is representing our students today. Vincent earned an Associate of Science in Music from the SLCC and later completed his bachelor's degree in music education from the University of Utah. He's currently marking his first season in the Utah Opera Chorus. Please join me in welcoming Vincent. All right. So we are going to need your help at some moment. So let's practice. So when we ask you to cheer, you have to cheer. So ready? Cheer. And cue the music. You can relax, my friend. Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend.
I'm fine, President.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into. I know that you're tired of the general chaos. Everything's uncertain and unclear. Look at how you're weighed down by life's burdens. But this is different since you're here. You can show a person that you trust them. If you stop and lower your guard, you have a chance to make a difference. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when we greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Oh no! You say, greet the world with open arms? I'm just here all alone. The posts online are hopeless. They say that we should give up. And there are warnings too. I'm not sure we can make it. We're waiting for disaster to happen.
No. This life is amazing when we greet it with open arms. No matter we face, we'll be fine with we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
President, I wish that I could say that I agree. But look at the wars and conflicts worldwide. It seems too much for me. If we opened up and trusted, we'd be called dumb and naive. There are pictures, there are warnings, and they'd never let us free. And that's what you get with open arms.
Fellow Bruins, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Can you cheer if you feel hope in what we teach? There's hope. We can do so much good. Cheer if you've been touched by someone else's reach. Thank you. This life is amazing. amazing when we greet it with open arms.
I felt in my soul there was so much fear inside my heart.
So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend. I want to thank Vincent and our faculty, Juan Pereira and Matt Sterling, for making that happen. I hope this message speaks to you and the power we have on individual students to change the world. Please join me in greeting the world in this new academic year with open arms. Thank you again for being here today. Have a wonderful year. Go Bruins.
Yes, they should just work. That kind of thing. I'm sorry, man. That kind of thing sucks. Yeah. Of course, with no test or. because these are the things that, like, the live views are awesome. Their whole thing is they're supposed to solve those kinds of issues. And they're pretty reliable.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. At least they get to understand everything on the sheet.
And you've got the clean stuff.
They have clean records, the only thing I didn't record was the captions.
Yeah, which is probably fine.
Which does your captioning service record them, or?
They have a transcript of them. I mean, it's at the point, it's like, there's nothing we can do, you know? It's like, you want the stream or do you not want the stream?
Yeah. How many people are viewing it?
Not a ton.
Cool. So do you know this next session is it?
It's just
podium. Another 45 minutes or something. Okay. Cool. And then food trucks.
Where would you like the clicker? Podium?
Yeah.
I'm adding it right now.
share, pictures, things. And I chose these pictures because this is our outcome. This is the thing that we want as members of Salt Lake Community College, is to get more of our students to graduation, into the workforce, to successfully transfer and complete. So we will be talking a lot about outcomes today and outcomes throughout this year. As you know, Dr. Peterson is very outcomes focused, and I think that's really important because we have to think about the end. We have to design everything with the end in mind. What skills and competencies do our students need to go into the workforce and be informed and engaged citizens? And as you all know, we are educating students to be adaptable, to fill jobs that don't even exist yet, to give them skills to create their own pathway, because we know creativity and entrepreneurship are extremely important for our students to do well in this global economy. So I wanted to start by just for you to get to know me again. You may have seen my open forum when I was here interviewing. So I grew up in Tennessee, in a very rural area. I grew up on a farm, and I would say I came from a community that higher ed forgot. Colleges didn't even come to recruit at my high school because so few students actually went to college. There was no local community or technical college that served my area. So I went to the closest institution, which was an hour away. And for many in my community, that was a huge barrier. As you all know, even in Salt Lake County, many times our students face barriers around transportation, getting to campus, getting to campus. And so I was very lucky. I am not a first-generation student, but my mother was a returning adult. She went to college when I went to kindergarten. And she tells the story of finally getting the confidence to go to the college I went to and to talk to someone. And when she got there, it was the end of the day. And the admissions office was closed, and she turned to walk away. And the person said, "Can I help you?" And that person changed her life, changed my life, changed my family's life. And I offer that because each of you every day has the ability to change the trajectory of your students' lives. A couple of weeks ago, as part of my first week here, I got to talk to our new cohort, our nursing graduates. And every time I talk to students, I always say, never underestimate the impact you will have.
Is it sure digital?
And the example you will set for those around you, for your friends, for your family. Because we often know that it takes one person to break the cycle of poverty. And that person serves an example for many others. And that person goes on to not only change the lives of their family, but their community, because they become leaders. What we do is empower students. And you may be one of the few people in their lives that says, "I believe in you." You have the ability to succeed. And so that is a really important part of what we do here as faculty and staff at SLTECH. So I am extremely excited to be here. I have a great amount of pride. I've only been here, this is my 4th week, but I have a great amount of pride already for being at SLTECH. Seeing that video, my heart swells, because this is the kind of institution I want to serve. This is a place I want to be, because I know we have the ability to impact thousands and millions of people. We have impacted millions. Millions of our graduates are out there, and their families are impacted by what those students accomplished here at SLTECH. So really excited to be here, look forward to working with you all. So what I wanted to do today was kind of outline the year. You have already met Jason Wood. So really excited to welcome Jason as our VP for Salt Lake Tech. Jason comes to us from Southwest Wisconsin Technical College, where he served as president. And Southwest Wisconsin Technical College is an Aspen Prize winning college, and it achieved that accolade under Jason's leadership. And so we are extremely happy and lucky to have Jason here to lead our Salt Lake Tech team and help us engage our community partners and our transfer partners in providing opportunities for our students. So. I don't know. We can talk after. He wants to trade the Aspen Prize for the Family Feud win. So I don't know. That's a point of pride for me at this point. So, yeah. All right. So what I wanted to highlight, a lot of things that President Peterson already talked about. This year, we'll continue the work on the vision matrix. Obviously, you all heard a lot about HB 265 over the summer. There's been a lot happening there, so I want to give you a quick update on that. There are some outstanding recommendations from our accrediting body that want to make sure you keep on your radar, because it's very important that we maintain our compliance with our accreditor, and obviously that is a quality assurance activity, so it's very important that we do these things, but it helps make us a better institution. And then finally, we'll talk a little bit about looking at our portfolios, looking at our relationships with the community, and how we can strengthen our outcomes to improve and deepen the impact we have. So Greg had a really pretty matrix slide that he did not share with me, so I pulled this one. But a lot of that work that you're familiar with will continue. So we have the same engage, complete, and thrive goals, and so we'll be continuing that work. Many of you are on those work groups, so look forward to getting updates around how that work is going, and then how that's going to impact our planning going forward. All right, so HB 265, really important hurdle is last week, President Peterson presented that to the Higher Education Appropriations Subcommittee. We were approved. There's really no discussion, because I think you all know that the legislature is quite pleased with what we put forward and have given the president compliments on the plan. So the next step is it has to go for full legislative approval next month. And once that full legislative approval is received, the funds for the activities in year one will be released. So just to emphasize, I know I've heard some little confusion. Are we in year one, year two? We are in year one of that plan. The other piece of that is we have to follow what's in the plan. So there are activities that we outline that will occur in year one, year two, and year three, and we have to do those as they were proposed and approved by the legislature. And there will be an audit. So we will need to report back to the legislature that we did follow our plan, just to confirm that what they approved is what we implemented. So again, more to come on that. We will be talking. I will be sending out some information. I'll show later. I will be holding some Provost forums where we can talk a little bit more about what that looks like in the 25-26 academic year. All right, just to put back on your radar, we are still working on some recommendations from our accrediting body, and there's two. One is that they recommend the institution consistently provide course-level outcomes for all enrolled students. So there's been a lot of work around things like implementing simple syllabus, making our learning outcomes more standardized and transparent for our students. And then they also recommended that the institution implement an effective system of assessment to evaluate the quality of learning in its program. So again, we'll continue that, but I hope you'll see a theme. We're looking at quality assessment, quality assurance, continuous improvement. And so that's going to be the quality of our teaching, but also the quality of support that we give to our students. All right, so things that I really think about and we're working on is, always looking at our programs. So we did this as part of the exercise with HB 265. So looking at our recruitment, retention, completion, and transfer placement. Again, always thinking about those outcomes. How do we get more students to come to Salt Lake Community College, more students to stay, and then more students to complete, and then how do we help them either successfully transfer and graduate from a four-year institution, because it's not just about getting them there, it's about thinking about what we can give them now that will help ensure they're successful at our transfer partner, or they're going into the workforce. So how can we make sure that we have the connections that are going to help our students get the jobs we want them to have a good standard of living for them and their family. So we will also be talking quite a bit about program advisory committees. So some of you are in programs with an advisory committee. So we'll be talking about the role of those bodies to help us help ensure that what we're doing at the college and the graduates we're producing are meeting the needs of our community and employment partners. Those individuals give us great insights about what they're seeing and what the emerging needs are, things that we need to be responsive to. And the same thing if we're talking about transfer, as Dr. Peterson said, we'll be engaging a lot more with our transfer partners. And so we understand that most of our students want to transfer. And so it is incumbent upon us to do everything we can to ensure their success at our transfer partner institutions. And he also mentioned the ideal student learning experience. So I will go ahead and tell you a little bit about what that looks like, where that's going. So Dr. Brett Perazzi, the VP for Student Affairs, and I will be co-chairing that. I think you all understand there are lots of functions that we share across the two divisions, but we will also have individuals from across the college, from business services, from HR, from marketing, because we also know there are lots of things happening across the college that really impact the student experience. And so the charge there is that we are looking at the critical activities in a student support ecosystem that ensure all SLTECH students receive the support they need. And in thinking about that, it's not just full-time students. I think you all know our system of higher ed is not necessarily designed for the students we serve, not designed for first-generation students, not designed for students who have limited financial means. And so really thinking intentionally about what kinds of supports our full-time, part-time, transfer, and CTE students need along the way. And we know that those needs are very different. So we want to have a very deep conversation about what are the most important things and what are the most important supports we need to have in place to help all of our students succeed. So the ultimate goal is we want more students to either complete an associate's degree and successfully transfer and complete our two-year partner, and or get a workforce credential and go into the workforce. And again, thinking about what are those outcomes. Not only do they get a job, but they get a job in their field at a job that pays a living wage. And we know that that is also a conversation with our community partners. If we know our community partners are not willing to pay a living wage, that's a conversation we as leaders at SLTECH need to be having with our partners, because we want our students to get those credentials, but we also want our students to be paid what they're worth and to have a sustainable living wage for them and their family. All right. So this is going to be broken into different areas. So this is kind of how we identify or articulate the student life cycle. So we're thinking about what does a student need at pre-entry exploration? How do we get them through the admissions process? So we had the SLTECH meeting on Friday, and we were charged with, have you tried to apply to the college? How long did it take you? How many times did you want to give up? Those are the kinds of conversations we're going to be having and really evaluating what we do here at the institution. When we think about our students and their needs, one of the things I always think about is when someone says, we see the billboard that it's not impossible, it's slick. Well, for many of our students, they still think it's impossible. So how do we communicate to those students to say, we have what you need to make this possible? Whether you're a working adult, you have a family, because we know our students have many different demands. Many times they're employed. Most of our students are employed. Many of them have families. Most of our students are part-time students. So there's a reason for that. So we are probably lucky to be the third priority on their list. But our students have placed a great deal of trust in us. They have listened to us when we have said higher education is a pathway to opportunity. So how do we help ensure that we have a system of support that all students can come here and be successful? You know, most of my career is in the four-year space. And a few years ago, I transitioned to the two-year space, and I love it here because I've worked at many institutions that define themselves by who they keep out, not who they bring in and help be successful. And that is really why I love being at institutions like SLTECH, is that we are designed for the community. And our success is how many more people within the community from all aspects of our community can we bring in and help be successful. So that's something that we're going to talk a lot about this year. And again, things like ensuring students are connected to the information, support, people, curricular, and co-curricular experiences. And I highlight people there because that is you. The relationships that you have with your students are some of the most important that they will have possibly in their entire lives. All the scholarship around behaviors that influence students' persistence and completion at an institution talks about a student having someone who they could go to for help, someone who realized you haven't been participating, you didn't show up to class, and reaches out and says, is everything okay? And it's not about always having to have the answer, but sometimes the most important thing is that you ask the question to the student. Because we want our students to feel seen, to feel heard, to not feel like they're one in 50,000. But to you, they are an important part of your role here at SLTECH. And it's part of what we do in terms of our value proposition. Why someone would want to come here and maybe not go to the U immediately. Because here, you are seen, you are heard, you are cared for. So how do we do that more effectively for more of our students? All right. And the other piece that goes along with that is that you may have seen the news item that SLTECH is now part of the Aspen Institute's Unlocking Opportunity Network. So the Aspen Institute is a think tank in the DC area around community college excellence. So as part of this, we will be charged to develop and enact bold reforms focused on increasing the number of students entering and completing high-value community college programs. So aligns perfectly with our vision matrix. The really nice thing is that we will have access to all the resources of the Aspen Institute, their corpus of scholarship, but we will also be engaging with this work with peers across the country. So certainly some of the institutions that I'm very familiar with, Jason comes from a background where his prior institution was part of the initial cohort of Unlocking Opportunity. So we have a lot of great expertise here, and we look forward to engaging you in that work. All right, and in closing, just to wrap up, President Peterson, hopefully you have these on your calendar. I will also be holding some forums because it is very important that I have more time with you all, have conversations with you all. So we'll definitely be, I'll be sending out some emails, providing you some more updates. So I will definitely send out something after this to hopefully put those on your calendar. All right, and then the last thing I wanted to share and showcase are just some of the good things that I know have been happening recently at the college, because it's always great to celebrate. So our respiratory therapy program received accreditation from the Commission on Accreditation for Respiratory Care. So kudos to that group. And our faculty received the Distinguished RRT Credentialing Success Award, which is noteworthy not only that we were recognized for excellence, but we were recognized for excellence as compared to four-year institutions. So huge, huge achievement for our respiratory therapy team. Yes. Hopefully you all are familiar with Skills USA. So Skills USA is a national program. It's in the high schools. It's also at the collegiate level that allows our students to compete in either academic or ancillary complementary things. So at my prior institution, we had students from all aspects of the college, and the same is here for SLTECH. So it's not just CTE. We can have liberal arts students. We have lots of categories. So if you want to talk with Becky about how to participate or want to connect your students to that, please do. But this is a really great opportunity for our students to be showcased at a state and national level doing what they love to do. I'm never more proud to work at a community college than I am when I see students doing what they love to do and being surrounded by people who are just as excited and passionate about that work as they are. You know, for many of our students who have never, I'll say I came from South Carolina, there are students who've never left the county, never left the state. So for those students to go to a nationals and be in an auditorium with tens of thousands of people who are just as excited about what they do as they are is very, very transformative for our students. So we had a lot of great success. So Stephanie Hoffman, in our criminal justice program, received the Utah Advisor of the Year Award. So congratulations to Stephanie. So I was at the Skills USA Nationals, and I was lucky enough to see Stephanie while she was there and get to see her students in action. And her students took silver in crime scene investigation, so huge kudos to those students. So in total, SLTECH had 13 students in 10 categories, and we brought home 12 national medals, 3 gold, 3 silver, 6 bronze. And again, this is, if you've ever been to Georgia, to the Georgia World Congress, it is massive. And the great thing is that our students have the ability to engage with industry leaders, people in their area who can connect them to jobs, to internships. Those industries give our students tools just to show up. I forget, it's in like CNC, one of them, they get $1,000 from one of the sponsors just for showing up. The winner gets like, I think, $5,000. So this is also really good for our students to get that kind of support, but it's also good to make those connections. I've had many students in the past who got jobs from Skills USA competition. So again, it's a great opportunity for our students to showcase what they can do at the state and national level, so look forward to continuing to support that. Other accolades, things we want to share, so congratulations to Corey Riding, John Schweitzer, and Courtney Finland for receiving a $500,000 NSF grant. Which is focused on equipping our college students with research skills and hands-on experience and preparing them for transfer to four-year universities. So again, great work. I know many of you are involved in grant activities, so that is so important to what we do. Not only that we are recognized nationally, but we also get the support we need to provide outstanding programs and resources to our students. Other accolades, so Franco, I'm gonna butcher it, Aloya? Close enough, yes? Okay, good. From the Culinary Institute was awarded Chef Educator of the Year by the American Culinary Federation, so congratulations, Franco. And we also had 3 students who earned medals at the Future Business Leaders of America National Conference in Dallas, Texas, so kudos to their advisor, Penny Bivens, for supporting our students in that. I know lots more great things going on. I look forward to celebrating those achievements, elevating them. But again, thank you all so much. Again, I am really excited to be here. I've met many of you. I look forward to having more opportunities to talk with you, engage with you in your school meetings, see you outside on the sidewalk at other events. So again, thank you all so much for what you do. I am so proud to be here. I hope you are also proud to be a part of SLTECH and all the great work that we do here. So thank you all so much. Have a great academic year.